Hello and good evening. I'm Deepika Shetty. You're watching News at 9 on Bangalore Now. The headlines at this hour. Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa will present a separate budget for agriculture tomorrow. Sewage contaminates drinking water in Jakasandra. Many residents fall ill. And a special report on the abuse faced by mentally challenged people. Now the news in detail. For the first time ever, an Indian state will get a separate budget for agriculture when Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa goes all out to woo the farmers with his budget tomorrow. But as Shylaja Varma finds out, the separate budget is being seen as more of a gimmick to win votes.
Before the Karnataka Chief Minister presents the state budget tomorrow, he will pay special attention to the agriculture sector since Karnataka is facing a severe farm crisis.
Some new type of agriculture budget is required. Well, when I started as a deputy CM, the budget was less than 40,000 crore. Now it has reached more than 80,000 crore. That is a jump. And without extra burden to the people, any taxation. So just we are collecting money, stopping all irregularities. In that way we are improving our budget.
But the farmers insist this is nothing but an eyewash. They say the government is trying to woo farmers to vote for them again in the next election.
Yediyurappa hasn't done anything for farmers. During the elections, he wore a green shawl. But then he didn't do anything for the farmers. Now because his seat is in danger, he's presenting this budget.
The opposition is also critical of Yediyurappa's plan. They say Yediyurappa is presenting this budget only to regain his popularity with the farmers.
I don't expect much from Mr. Yediyurappa in this budget also. It's because I've seen Yediyurappa in all the previous budgets. It's only a election gimmick that he is telling that he is going to make a separate budget for the agriculture.
The way in which previously he implemented his budgetary program, he will not going to implement even 50%.
When Yediyurappa was sworn in as Chief Minister 3 years ago, he took the oath in the name of farmers. But farmers have not really benefited from the policies of this government. So this year, especially when there is so much political instability, B.S. Yediyurappa is sure to make amends and please the farmers with a separate budget for agriculture, which he will present tomorrow. With camera person Filza Arshad, this is Shylaja Varma reporting for Bangalore Now.
For more than 15 days now, some residents of Jakasandra near Koramangala have been receiving water contaminated by sewage. At least 40 residents are suffering now from diarrhea and nausea.
The water coming through the BWSSB pipes in some areas of Jakasandra is dirty and stinking. Residents have been forced to get their tanks clean and to buy water from private suppliers.
You just open your taps, you can smell the stink of the water like 2 houses away. That bad the condition of water is, and they are just completely taken casually.
The BWSSB is unable to find the ruptured pipe that has led to the contamination.
Yesterday we had some people come over here. We had the inspector from BWSSB come. He said he will fix the issue, he will take care of it. But even now, whatever water comes, it's got a really foul smell. It's still dirty.
The BWSSB engineer-in-chief was not aware of the problem and had to make several phone calls to get a grip on the situation.
GA pipe has to have the contamination. So it is very difficult to trace out that. We have to go each and every house how to find out. So that is why we take some more time. So that's why it took I think now he has solved it. I will find out if it is any problem there. I will rush it and I will solve the problem.
The residents of Jakasandra are fed up of what they say is the apathetic attitude of the BWSSB. But they don't know who can help them resolve this crisis. Till that happens, they are forced to buy tanker water no matter what it costs. With camera person Shobhit Siddharth, this is Shruti Ghosh for Bangalore Now.
There are laws in the country to prevent mentally challenged people from being abused. There are also laws to ensure that they live a life of dignity. But as Maitreyi Joshi discovers, the reality is very different.
Let's cut right to the chase here. The horrific truth is that mentally challenged people are often abused in our society.
When
I used to work with my uncle, he used to beat me every day. He used to humiliate me, saying I'm capable of nothing.
Chetan told us he had complained to his father about the abuse, but his father only told him to adjust to the situation. Like Chetan, Shivgangaya is also mentally challenged. But his mental disability is the result of a head injury he suffered in a road accident a year ago. Shivgangaya used to work as a peon in a government college in Bangalore, but the accident derailed his life.
As we couldn't look after him, we had to get him admitted to the ashram. He was in the ashram for 4 months. He had already escaped 4 or 5 times before he went to Bidadi.
The next time Manjula got any news about her husband was when she learned from a neighbor that he was on TV, being beaten up by people who thought he was a thief.
They were also throwing chili powder in his eyes. We rushed to the Bidadi police station where the case was registered. We found him extremely traumatized. We brought him back home, but 3 days later, he went missing again.
Manjula says she has a family to take care of and it is impossible to look for her husband without any support.
Mentally challenged people should be given all necessary support, help and assistance to come up in life and lead a fairly happy life.
The police commissioner may be optimistic on this score, but the fact is that Shivgangaya's family is yet to receive anything by way of support. So is the problem the existing laws or the enforcement of these laws, or is it something else?
Ultimately, any amount of law you may make may not bring in any change at all unless the mental attitude of the society is changed.
It is clear that cases of abuse and ill treatment of mentally challenged people are not as rare as we may think. What can be done? That seems to be a question only society can answer. With camera person Deepika Shetty, this is Maitreyi Joshi reporting for Bangalore Now.
Let's take a quick break. Coming up after the break. Young women in the city are donating their eggs to earn a quick buck. Love messages on roses, a floral surprise for your special someone this Valentine's Day.
Hi, this is Anusha Rizvi. I'm very fond of the city. My only thing that I want to say to the youngsters of Bangalore is do something about the roads, make them wider or lessen the traffic or have public transport.
Welcome back. More and more young women in Bangalore are donating their eggs. They are not doing it to help infertile couples apparently. These college girls and working women are parting with their eggs only to make some quick money. Monika Khangembam has the details.
I got to know that there is huge money involved in this, and that was the time I got in touch with one of the agent. For personal reasons I require it. Not urgent, but I don't want to disclose it here.
This 23-year-old MBA student wants to remain anonymous because she does not want anyone to know what she has done. And there are many like her who have chosen to donate their eggs, even though experts say this is not advisable for unmarried women.
This whole procedure involves in taking a lot of hormonal injections, going through the procedure for oocyte retrieval, which is done basically under ultrasound guidance and through vaginal route. So there she's losing her virginity.
Leading doctors in the city have also expressed other concerns. They say the issue raises serious moral and ethical questions, so they try to counsel the girls. But they also say that beyond counseling, there is nothing they can do. The health hazards also do not appear to be a deterrent. In fact, young people seem to wonder what all the fuss is about.
I don't think it's a big deal by donating anyone's egg. It's fine because you're helping people, so it's seriously, it's a good deed, so it's fine.
It is for the small luxuries of life that many young women are choosing to sign up for egg donation programs. But do they know that choosing to make quick money in this fashion can have long-term effects? This is the question only they can answer. With Pratibha, this is Monika Khangembam for Bangalore Now.
Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and if you're planning to buy roses for that special someone, you may like the idea thought up by Bangalore's very own International Flower Auction Centre. Henna Ghai explains why young people especially will be interested.
A rose is a rose is a rose. Or is it? No,
Not at the International Flower Auction Centre in Hebbal. Here, the ordinary rose has been transformed especially for Valentine's Day.
So wrapped rose is just a value-added rose in which single rose is wrapped with attractive plastic sheet along with compatible foliage. And second one is printed rose in which single rose bud is selected and it is printed, on the petal it is printed the desired message of customer.
Roses are not just a symbol of love. Personalized messages are now being used to reach out to the young people of today. However, there's more than love to this story. This year, students are turning into entrepreneurs, hoping to get some hands-on experience.
So this activity is related to the entrepreneurship. So whoever wants to become entrepreneur in this floriculture, definitely they can grab this opportunity. Especially, it is suitable especially for the students who can earn and learn.
For starters, the auction centre is collaborating with the entrepreneur cell of Mount Carmel College.
So he was basically looking at partnering with me, with Mount Carmel College in order to hike the sales during the peak season of Valentine's Day. So the idea, the whole concept of how they've introduced it is amazing. We would be getting, goods from them and see how the sales in Mount Carmel College, especially it's been an all-girls college.
Each printed rose will cost 35 rupees. But if you want to send a special message to your beloved, you will have to be quick about it. Only 1,000 of these printed roses will be available in Bangalore tomorrow. With camera person Sudha Dandpany, this is Henna Ghai for Bangalore Now.
That's all we have with this hour. Stay tuned to Bangalore Now. For more news and updates, log on to bangalorenow.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/BangaloreNow. Thank you and good night.